Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the King and I Life podcast hosted by myself, Soul Touch the Poet, and my peoples in here.
Soul Lex and Phoenix is here with us in spirit.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Through her technical achievements and difficulties, setbacks, and milestones. But yes, as always, you know how to get in touch with us, follow us. Again, like, subscribe, share, whatever platform that you link up with us on. Tune into our live streams. Right now we're on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. until we get back on our normal day. Anything else you want to add to that?
Yes, if you guys want to join us on the show, or if you have some comments or some topic ideas, you guys can reach us at KINGANDEYE369@gmail.com. Again, that's King and I 369gmail.com.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. On the first segment of here, I threw out that job opportunity, www.doitoutdoors.com. A homeboy of mine, Otis Bell III, who lived in Mannheim where we live, Army brats. Again, if you're interested in that job, go to that website, sign up. If you need his contact information, hit us up. I'll get that to you, because I think he said something about referral bonuses after 90 days. Sounds like a fun opportunity for those out there who are looking for a job, but need a job, part-time gig, or whatever the case may be. Hey, you got to get out there and grind in this society, because ain't nothing coming free. So that's what it is with that.
But just to go ahead and wrap up this segment with you guys, when we find ourselves in situations where, people have what we're told is power over us, there is no more, they can't do anything more to you than what you allow them to. Meaning, again, if someone touches you inappropriately or talk to you inappropriately, check their ass right then.
Yeah, true that.
There's nothing wrong with, defending yourself. Not at all.
Right. I just, without beating a dead horse,
right.
It's really kind of hard to cover all bases on this.
It is.
Yes, we're coming at this unscripted, just straight off the cuff, because this is like a conversation that it's easy to have, but it's not easy to cover all aspects of it in great detail, because every situation is different. But at the end of the day, people have to be able to communicate, certain things when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, they definitely do. Again, having someone who's in a prominent position, he's watching everything he's built over the years crumble. I mean, literally crumble.
Yeah.
Going all the way back from middle school or grade school to college to whatever courses you had to take after that, to be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever the case may be. Like, that's a lot of time and energy you put into building yourself up, and to get to the height where this governor is now, and to watch it all fade away or dismantle itself because you couldn't keep your hands and your comments to yourself. It's a tragedy, man.
Yeah, it is a tragedy. But the one thing that I find I want to say interesting is that one of his victims is a state trooper. Um I hate to put it this way, but I'm gonna put it this way.
All right.
I'm interested in knowing her law enforcement background. And I say that because we know uh, she's a Caucasian woman.
All right.
And I don't want this I really don't want this to come off as victim shaming at
Yeah.
all. At all, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious as to how many people of color she's interacted with in her position of authority and has treated them unfairly and unjust. I want to know if she has ever pulled a black man over and treated him like shit because she could. Um, I want to know if she's ever pulled anyone over from any racial background and treated them like shit because of her position of authority. And then I also want to know, I want to understand how, as a state trooper, regardless of this man's position, how, as a state trooper, this man sexually harasses you and you don't put his ass to the ground. Again, I'm not victim shaming. I'm just trying to understand that aspect because I'm kind of looking at this like, okay, so if she has a history of treating people poorly because of her position of authority, and he's the
Mm-hmm.
big bully, he comes in and sexually harasses her or puts her in a position to where she's uncomfortable. How does that translate when it comes to her everyday job? Does me as the average citizen feel comfortable in her ability to carry out her duties in a situation like that when you carrying a gun? You have the power and the ability to arrest this man. You have the training to uh, um, protect yourself against certain things. Not dismissing the mental and emotional aspect of his acts, but I'm looking at her role in law enforcement because for me, it's like if you can't handle that situation, do I, as a citizen of that state, feel comfortable with you responding to a situation where I need your assistance and you being able to carry out your duties?
So that would kind of go into um, one, her character, two, her ability to make the proper decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, if he actually did make a pass at her, I'm sure her supervisors would have known immediately
Yeah.
if she had the proper um, training or the ability to make a rational decision, meaning take it to a higher authority than herself. And again, she had the authority again to arrest his behind right there on the spot if it was truly like that.
Exactly.
So why are you waiting until other people are sounding the alarm before you say something? And
Yeah.
again, not victim shaming.
Not victim shaming, just trying
We're not
to
doing that. Yeah,
understand.
yeah. We're making sure people understand that. No victim shaming here. But again, when you have someone in that type of position, meaning a state trooper, you would think she would have the ability to make a rational decision to inform her supervisor of the situation as it unfolded.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. It's
there's a lot of moving pieces,
right.
in
I
situations
was
like
just
this. A
about to say.
lot of
I was just
moving
about to say
pieces.
something similar to that. It's so many damn moving pieces, so many, because it's like that's just like looking at a man who is sexually harassed by a woman or even another man and doesn't knock him the fuck out. That's how I look at that,
Yes.
because
Yes.
I don't give a fuck. Look, I ain't the baddest joke in the ring. I am not the baddest joke in the ring. I've never held a title belt from winning a fight. But I tell you one thing, and I don't like dudes touching me. I don't like to be too close to certain dudes, just period. I don't hang around a bunch of dudes. But if a dude comes at me the wrong way, I'm either going to say something verbally, my body reaction is going to let you know something, or you're gonna find yourself on your ass, or we gonna be
Mm-hmm.
scrapping. I might get my ass whooped, but you gonna know not to come at me like that. So for her to be a state trooper, and again, not victim shaming, but her as a state trooper, it's like, yo, you didn't feel comfortable telling your supervisor, your commanding officer, or you didn't feel comfortable remedying the situation on your own. And then again, I have to look at, how do you treat people when you are out on the road? When you pull up on somebody, are you Billy Badass, this, that, and the other? I just don't understand the dynamic. Again, and then I have to be understanding to the fact that, hell, even though she could whoop ass, doesn't mean she can handle every situation. Because like there are women in the military you know who are ready to jump on the front lines, but when it comes to situations like that, they can't handle it. There are female boxers, athletes, this, that, and the other, karate, whatever the case may be, and they can whoop ass. But when it comes to situations like that, it's a different ball game. So I don't fully comprehend the psychology behind all of that. But in my mind, and that's only in my mind, if you have the means and the ability to check a motherfucker that come against you wrong, I don't understand how you back down when somebody does something offensive like that to you.
I agree. I totally agree. Because again, the thing is, the average person or the average citizen out there, she has, all legal right if they do something, on the outside of the law to take them into, custody or put cuffs on them, all that stuff that she has the authority to do. But again, when you have a situation where this man is prominent, uh, he holds a very high figure or position in society, I just don't see any reason why you wouldn't report it
Yeah.
to, again, your supervisor, supervisor. I mean, the list goes on because
On and on and on and on and on and on.
they tell us no one's above the law, right?
Right. Exactly.
That's what they tell us. No one's above the law. But
Exactly.
if she let him get away with that, but now she's screaming, to the top of her lungs, he did something to me. No. Sounds kind of fishy to me.
Yeah. I want to say one more thing before I get off of this. Before
All
I
right.
get off of this. Every organization these days in current times has a number that you can call where you can speak anonymously about foul things that are happening to you or that you observe happening to someone else on the job in an organization. With that being said, I don't understand why people are not using these resources, men and women.
Right.
I don't understand it. You can report stuff anonymously. So you don't have to go through the thing of feeling some kind of way. Now, what I will throw in there on that is if you are the only victim or you assume that you're the only victim, I can understand you being hesitant of doing that. But you'll never know if you don't use these resources. So at the end of the day, this is not victim shaming. If you feel violated, speak up to someone who can assist you in that situation. Confront that person verbally to remedy that situation. Make it a point that you are consistent in your behavior to let that person know it's unacceptable. Be just that's what I got on that.
I'll say this, and I'll get up off it as well. With my company that I have current employment with, we have an HR department, as do most companies. And if you have a problem, go to HR, and you will find that the people in HR really can help you out.
Oh,
Major league.
yes.
It's kind of like the boogeyman.
Yeah.
HR, goddamn human resources. All
day.
I've never seen a case where someone has gone to HR, male or female, where there wasn't at least some type of damn investigation that went down.
Right.
And it wasn't always a sexual harassment situation. It's my boss has made me feel uncomfortable, so I'm speaking out.
Right.
And I can pretty much guarantee you, human resources, HR, again, they're gonna do something, even if they just launch a damn investigation. And if they find that the allegations that you have brought against someone else, believe me, they're gonna do something about it. I have seen men get dismissed, fired, because another man has said something to him to make him feel some kind of way. There's always been a disciplinary action behind an investigation. Always. And again, I'm no authority on it. I'm no lawyer. It's my disclaimer. But I can promise you, take that shit to human resources. HR.
Yes, take it there. Take it there. Think it was a pretty good discussion. I wish Phoenix could have been here through the whole thing, but nevertheless, we held it down.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure we'll touch on this at some point through a different topic or, in conjunction with another topic. But this is an important thing to talk about because it's happening. It's happening too much. It's old. It's old. People, stop. let people let people live, man. Just stop messing with
Mm-hmm.
people. And people stop don't be afraid or ashamed to speak out, speak up, and rectify these situations. Don't let this shit weigh on your conscience, on your heart, and affect you in ways that it should. I sympathize and empathize with anybody who is a victim of this. I'm very understanding. Again, I was molested as a child, so I definitely understand. Um, I understand it from a man's point of view. I don't fully understand it from a woman's point of view. I know it can't be too different, other than as a most of the times as a man, we feel more shameful speaking out or speaking up about stuff like this. I understand the terror and the fear that women have because their accuser, you know, more than likely overpowers them and stuff like that. So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But the best way to stop this is to start speaking out.
Yes, definitely. I'll just piggyback off that and say, um, we all been raised in, separate lifestyles or separate ways or however you want to put it. Some of us have gone through storms. I mean, some literal goddamn storms are here.
Mm-hmm.
But just know that, overall you've been put on this plane for a reason, meaning earth for a reason. So don't let anyone tear you down, tear you apart, or take what's good about you and destroy it just for the simple fact that they can. What I'm saying to you is, regardless of what kind of life you had or have, your changes or things can always change, but they have to start with you. And speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself is a major part of that change. So I'm going to say for anyone who's a victim, stand up. I'm going to say for anyone who's been accused unjustly, stand up. There are two sides to every coin, as they say. But you have to stand up for yourself because otherwise no one's going to do it for you. And I'll leave it at that.
Yes, we'll leave it at that. But definitely got some dope stuff coming up. I'm trying to get. I spoke to a financial planner this morning. He reached out to me on LinkedIn, trying to get him on. He's going to send me a copy of his book that's out. So hopefully that'll come through. What else? Other than that, we still trying to get these new shirt designs out. I forgot to hit old girl up, but I'll hit her up. I'll hit her up tomorrow since it's kind of late, and me and her ain't cool besties like that, so I ain't gonna hit up. I'll hit her up tomorrow. Hit us up for some topics. We need some more topics. Oh yeah, shout out to Sabrina for taking on the role of assistant. She's definitely been putting in work. Definitely been putting in work behind the scenes, and definitely appreciate
part of the team,
that.
Shorty, you part of the team.
I recorded that. I don't know if you've been checking the emails, but I recorded the Nikki Giovanni African American thing. I just got to finish putting that together so I can publish that. She did one on Emmett Till's mother. So if you want to tackle that one, you can, or I'll tackle it. Or I'll send it to Phoenix so she could tackle it. But we'll decide that later. But yeah, so she's working behind the scenes on that. She also put our intro and outro together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Only I'm gonna have to convert it into Microsoft Word because you don't have a Mac or an iPhone, so you won't be able to open it. But I'll when we finish this, I'll shoot that to you so you can check that out.
All right, cool beans. But again, we are on Amazon, everyone.
Yeah.
We are on Amazon. So you guys can look out for us on that platform as well. like Soul Toucher was saying, we working on some new designs for you guys, and we are really excited about those coming out. We got some merch that we're also working on. So just keep working with us, man. We behind the scenes working, trying to get it out to you guys. And
Yeah.
again, we're looking forward to having Mr. Freddie Adams on this coming Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Central Time. So you guys make sure you tune in for that. And otherwise, peace.
Yeah. I don't think I had something on the mind to say, but I lost it. Oh, we are going to make it a point to come back with our inspirational / this random thought videos. We're going to come back with that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I know we got away from them. I was actually going to do one when I was at National Guard this past weekend, but I was too busy on the range in a torrential downpour.
I saw that.
Trying to shoot a rifle, a M4, and my goggles kept fogging up, and it had the optic sight on it, and I couldn't see through that. And then there was raindrops on my goggles, and I couldn't see. But and also I was working on a video for the Ruck Solar Pack that I just finished and sent to them earlier today. So I'm waiting for them to hit me back and tell me how much they liked it. So I think I did pretty good on that, but that's neither here or there. Oh, but I do have a discount code for anyone who wants to order a Ruck Solar Pack. So hit me up for that discount. I definitely recommend it. It's a dope ass bag. It's just a dope ass bag, but more on that later. I'm rambling. Soul Touch of the Poet, King and I Life podcast. Like, subscribe, and share on all them social media platforms that you can find us on. Tune in to us live every week, 7:30 p.m. Life willing.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.